Prologue. The meeting was held in the gathering place of the ANI within the 5th sun and moon month, after the season of the tournaments. The gathering place was a magnificent chamber. It rose up with plain, smooth, slanting walls, honed out of a blue mineral stone that appeared like a polished, frozen, frosty sea when light reflected upon it. Above them was a ceiling with a pointed star-shaped pinnacle at its center, directly underneath which, and close to 20 feet below, lay a massive, oddly shaped slab of violet-colored granite. This monument was surrounded by 14 high-backed seats where the ANI sat. The ceiling shimmered with white light, as did the floor beneath it, having both been crafted out of a slightly opaque, luminescent stone that illuminated the room with its cold, lifeless rays. It was a tower chamber atop the roof of the great hall of the Vane Citadel. It was the highest height in Vane and in Aenesia, and the place where Natkahotic took great pleasure out on the balcony of the soaring rooftop, watching the lands of the southern world spread out before him. He came in from the darkness beyond the door, leading to the lower recesses, rising up the stone steps to the white floor, his black velvet robes curling and folding luxuriantly as they preceded his footsteps, lightning bolt-shaped staff in hand as he entered the room, red irises glaring from underneath his black hood as he took in the company. The rest of the ANI were already seated in the wide circle, wearing their cloths, couples seated side by side, all waiting. Aen Rafai, the High Lady of the Blue Cloth, did not turn to him as he took the seat beside her, but she suddenly radiated an invisible beam of warmth he felt swathe his shoulders as he settled into place, a light whiff of energy that glossed over his aura briefly, a smile from a lady that had not physically smiled. He grinned under his hood, placing his long silver staff across his knees, and then he pushed back the hood from his face, letting his white hair fall out, bejeweled ebony headband glittering from his forehead, reaching out to take his wife's hand and squeezing it affectionately as the smile broke forth on her face. "I greet thee, brethren," he said, turning to the rest. "We greet thee, Natkahotic," they replied as one, all with mixed responses, mixed vibrations streaming towards him. The women seemed even colder than usual, all at their various degrees, and yet how was that possible, he wondered? How could they be any colder? The men seemed more distrustful, some of them. No, all seemed to hold shields braced